Hi everyone, this is Laura, and happy Tuesday to you all. I hope you are all well and in good spirits. And good morning. I have two cards here that I finished last night, and I finished them using my Sarah K stamp. And as I told you before, unfortunately, the Sarah K stamps really don't have a lot of they don't really have like names for the girls, but this particular stamp is called Noel Charity. And it's a little girl knocking on a door with a gift. And I really haven't used her too much in the past because it was kind of a small, what I felt was a much smaller stamp than the usual Sarah K stamps. But um, being inspired by my sister Lizette, who's an avid card maker, and Sharon, who sort of led one here on YouTube. These beautiful ladies have encouraged me and inspired me. And now, can I tell you, I really like the card making. Oh, yeah. So, for all you scrappers out there and crafters who have not really um, gotten involved with the card making or have been intimidated by it somewhat, like myself. Oh, yes, I encourage you. Please do it. It's a lot of fun. And you know what? The worst thing that can happen is if you really don't like the way it came out, just keep it for yourself and give it to your kids or your neighbors or like the first couple of cards I made, I just gave them to the girls, my twins, to give to their friends. And they're not, believe me, they're not as critical about what the card looks like as we may think. So, okay, the two cards I made using totally leftover pieces of pattern paper or Christmas paper or die cuts or little pieces of lace and ribbons. So, real quick, this I made using a piece of scrap paper, and I do believe these Christmas papers were from K& Company. I don't remember the name, but I did fussy cut some of these hollies. Um, and these all came from a piece of Graphic 45 leftover paper from the Christmas Emporium pack. And I just fussy cut the hollies out just to give it a reefy, bannery type thing. I took this card. When I folded this card, it kind of cracked a little, even though I did it with a bump on the inside. I guess it's because the paper, I don't know if you guys can tell, is somewhat laminated. It kind of made this white cracking appearance here on top. So what I did to cover that, I'm not sure if you can see that, I actually took a piece of ribbon, gold ribbon that I had, and I just folded it in half and I glued it to the top. I hot glued it and made it as a border. And then this is my oval spellbinders, the lacy ovals. And I have die cut that out and put some gold stickles all the way around. I colored her with my pro markers. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but on the hat, that are silvery, shiny stuff is actually the liquid pearls in white that I won from Evie in Evie's challenge. And I also have stickles all over the floor to look like snow and on the snowflakes. And down here I have a piece of this gorgeous, I just love this ribbon. It's so festive for Christmas. It's some of this here, plaid Christmas ribbon. And then I made a gold bow and hot glued that down. And then I took this piece of ribbon and I just pleated it across and I added a little piece of lace underneath. And on the inside, I have a little die cut. And this is a little rub-on that Sharon had just sent to me. This says Feliz Navidad, which is Merry Christmas in Spanish. And again, I have a little holly there that I cut out and a little present also from leftovers. This was from the basic gray. Um, I forgot the name of the collection, but this is one of the basic gray Christmas from a few years ago. And again, another piece of scrap pattern paper. And I distressed everything on this card with vintage photo. So that's one card there. And I try to make them a little bit simpler. And this one I also made using leftover scraps of paper. Same thing, my lacy oval spellbinders die. I used to cut this shape out. I also colored her in with my pro markers, and I added some stickles, and along the card I just distressed everything with pine needles, distress ink by Tim Holtz. I have some red flat back pearl that I hot glued onto a piece of red ribbon on the top and on the bottom. And these little red centers here, this is from the red mesh bling that my cousin had gifted me. I just cut it up into teeny tiny little pieces and I hot glued it all around. And I added a little red bow. I don't know if you guys can see the glitter on her, but she is sparkly. And then on the inside, another die cut. I have a piece of this vellum paper here that I put on top of the pattern paper. A little Christmas tree that I fussy cut. And this right here is a stamp. Um, it's like a little Christmas light thingy hanging there. And if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember if I have. I think this is part of the basic gray stamps, or this is one of the basic gray Christmas stamps that I have. I am sure of it, and I thought I had it here. And um, they're little Christmas lights, and I just added some liquid pearls on the little light parts. I also added stickles along the edge, and again just distressed it with the pine needles, distressed ink by Tim Holtz. And I have it on pop dots to give it some dimension, as you can see. I don't know if you can see that. And those are my two cards. So two more cards. Whoopsies. Wow. My box of stamps just fell. Okay. Yeah, so those are my two Christmas cards. Two more Christmas cards for my Christmas cards that I'm doing this year using this really cool Sarah K stamp. I hope you all like it. Please leave a comment if you wish, and have a blessed day. And any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Have a blessed day, everyone. Bye.